Hi, Collective. Ishana. I heard it ain't going down like the F they thought. Okay? Alright, Collective. Oh, excuse me. Archangel Michael, I ask that you preside over this reading. I ask that you protect me and my collective as we channel, transmute, and harmonize the energy for the highest good. Ashe. Ashe, Collective. Alright, Collective. This is going to be a quick Q&A. Okay? And the Q&As are hard because it's very difficult to get a response, interpret a response for the types of questions that we're asking, okay? Maybe in time we'll have more decks that, venture out into different types of, I don't know, narratives? I don't know. All right, Collective. But we'll be using the Answer Oracle deck. We'll pull on all three and hopefully that'll make it quick. The Illuminati Oracle, as well as Matic, okay? Question number 1. This is a long question, okay? What is causing the electromagnetic frequency interference that's been detected, I think they said for the past 5 months, on the Schumann resonance, or in the, I don't know, collective. They've been detecting this electromagnetic frequency, okay? And there's like a lot of spikes over the this time frame as well, right? But some of it, what they're talking about, it almost looks like a mesh, like a screen mesh, it appears like on the grid or whatever. The scale that they use to test it, that's what it looks like to me in some aspects, okay? All right, and what do I want to say? The Schumann resonance, I believe they say, is designed to detect, or a device for measuring maybe ELF, or extremely low frequencies. Okay, I have to learn more about it. Okay. Yes, something about that. Okay. All right. That question, Archangel Michael, let's flip it over because I see it flipped. It was quick. All right. Thank you. Question number 2. What is causing an uptick in volcanic activity around the world? What is causing the uptick? Okay, thank you. I don't know what kind of perspective these cards would provide, or even if we can tie it in. But either way, we'll just read them. All right. Question number 3. Will World War III happen? I feel like it's starting. Some people say we've already had World War III. With just a different kind of war, I guess. All right, but okay. Redistribution of wealth. Change maker. Okay, let's keep going. All right. Question number 4. What is 3-Eye Atlas's current emotional, energetic state? Okay. Sort of like vital signs. Give me those vital signs. All right. Moving on. Maybe we'll look at the bottom of this at the end. All right. Question number 1. What is causing the electromagnetic frequency interference that has been detected for the last 5 months as it relates to the Schumann resonance? Just one card, Archangel Michael, please. Okay. I think we need this too. Bell in the reverse. That's interesting. Because when they say, I'm thinking about the earth or the planet ringing like a bell after, I think they say earthquakes. Okay. All right. Like I'm getting like hollow earth as well. Okay. Maybe that has something to do with it. Okay. I'm sure it does. Okay. Question number 2. What is causing an uptick in volcanic activity around the world? Just one, please. Ooh, Chad, hurricane in the reverse. Maybe it has something to do with water. And water, what would you call that? I know it's an element, but is there any kind of electrical charge? I would think there is some sort of property, a force, some sort of... what makes water life-filled? You know what I'm saying? It makes me think like with a cell. It needs some sort of spark or charge, or with life when they say about their theory of the Big Bang, right? What? I can't even get the question right. Okay, let's go. Question number 3. Will World War III happen? It's like this deck wants to talk for some reason. Okay, I don't know what's going on with this deck collective, okay? And I think we should take them cross, and they both sort of looked in the reverse, okay? Maybe we should take them that way, sort of like that, okay? All right, question number 4. What is 3i Atlas's current emotional energetic state, sort of like vital signs? Them vital signs. Okay, let's go. Once again, collective, I know this is painful. What is causing the electromagnetic interference frequency? Maybe something about currency or current, okay? Electromagnetic frequency interference that's been detected for the last 5 months as it relates to the Schumann. Thank you very much. They like, come on, hurry it up. Hurry up, right? All right. Question number 2. What is causing an uptick in volcanic activity around the world? Earth angel. Makes sense to me, collective, okay? The disrespect of earth angels, okay? All right, question number 3. Will World War III happen? If they don't do right by these earth angels, yes, absolutely. But let's see. All right, let's... Oh, I flipped it like that because it flipped over, but I didn't see it, okay? All right, question number 4. What is 3i Atlas current, what are those vital signs? Give me that emotional, energetic state. Come on, 3i Atlas. A collective, get the hell out of here, okay? I don't know if you saw it. We'll get there. I just saw 9:20 or 8:22 on the clock, and we got CIA at the bottom. Collective, this, the hitman came out. Okay? All right, let's make this one go away, collective. See, let's come in, get what we can get, and we're going to make it go away, okay? Just make it go away, collective. Maybe some people want to make something go away, okay? All right, question number 1. Oh, this painful question, collective. What's causing the electromagnetic frequency or frequency interference that is being detected on the Schumann resonance or in it or somehow? Policy change. What the hell? I think they're talking about the planet, collective. Okay, I'm getting like pole shift, okay? Policy change. I'm going to say a pole shift. A policy shift is on the horizon. Whether it liberates or limits depends on who's writing it and why. Look for fine print and read between the lines, okay? So I feel like this has something to do at a cosmic level as well, okay? But I feel like they're saying the planet is shifting. There's a change coming. I'm getting a dramatic change. I'm also getting like the death card in the Tarot Collective, okay? A transformation. So this is causing these frequencies. And that would make sense, right? Because they say that the Schumann resonance is like measuring the heartbeat of the planet. So maybe that ties in as well with this vital signs question, okay? So I feel like they're saying that the planet, Father Geb, is going through great pain changes. Could be emotional pains. I mean, what do you call that? Growing pains. Could be emotional though, okay? I'm sure. And this is a part of what's causing this. Let's see. I guess you say keep going, lady. Call. It says bell. Call, warn, wake up, signal, collective. What the hell? In the reverse. So I feel like they're saying the call has been put out many times, collective. Okay, just we've had many different prophets come, or whatever we want to call them, right? And tell us, no, you're going down the wrong way. You're going to fall in a ditch, collective. And we keep walking down the same path, right? Over and over and over again. I don't know how many times, the people of the planet, I don't know if it's true, but I believe it is, have been wiped out at some level, collective, due to our own disgusting ways, okay? I feel like they're saying the call time for pleading and asking people to do right, that's over. There's no more call going out, okay? There's no more signaling and warning, okay? They're just implementing a policy change, okay? All right, let's go. Fusion, collective, align, openness, harmonize, collaboration. So I feel like things are coming together. The fact that the call has stopped, okay? They're no longer asking people to come and do right, collective, and get on the mission, okay? Maybe they're saying this, or they're tired, okay? Yeah, maybe this is why it's going like this. It's something to do with the vital signs of the planet, okay? Because people have rejected the call, it's causing some sort of physical symptoms within the planet, which is implementing or indicating there's going to be a pole shift. It could be like the planet having a illness, collective, or a sickness for a period of time, okay? Maybe it's going through some sort of healing. Show me. Yeah, fusion. And I feel like it's coming into alignment with this. Because first, the people have to be warned, I feel, right? They're not just going to come in and just bop us upside the head, right? Without saying, not a just creator, right? Or just, I don't know, collective system if we're talking about cosmically, right? You have to receive warnings. And I feel like that's a part of the free will and choice. Excuse me. The free will and choice, right? So I feel like this is why these frequencies are being detected. Because the planet is, I don't want to say sick. It's going through a transformation. A death and a rebirth, okay? And so are we. Electromagnetic frequency interference. Okay, that's why. Because they won't stop talking about you, collective. They didn't receive the warning to shut their mouths when it came to spewing lies about you or just being in your business, okay? Because they have no business in your business, collective. It says, those who speak ill on my name will be put to shame. In the reverse, okay? I feel like they're this. It's all about the earth angels for this reading, collective, okay? It's like someone giving you a gift of a really nice car. Maybe you're a young person, right? You just graduated high school. Or you're going off to college or something, and your parents get you a really nice car, right? Or, yeah, it could be really nice, right? Or even if it ain't really nice, you don't have a car and you need transportation, okay? Maybe it's not the one you wanted. And you're very ungrateful about it, okay? And then they just take the car away, collective. Okay, but you may not have been expecting that. But yeah, I'm getting something like this. All right, so it's like if you reject the message, then there's a consequence. Or we. Okay, and we got Mr. Tom Antonius is back. OTP Bucharest, LHR London, Gate D2, boarding time 1830, Zone E, Seat 14F, Flight WX842, Date 181A9, Seat 14F. I feel like all the Q&As are personal, collective. Okay, it's always comes down to a personal level, ultimately, okay? But this is a key figure, okay? Maybe this is the person who's been speaking bad about someone. I'm getting an Earth Angel, or maybe not, okay? But we do have the CIA. Let's get this. I'm getting, I don't know. Hopefully it's not MK Ultra or energy-directed weapons. Let's see. Why are the CIA here for these questions, this Q&A? Let me stop beating up on the CIA collective. Spiritual Goon Squad. Okay, maybe there's some good ones in there, or maybe there's some bad ones in there, collective. Or maybe both. Okay, let's see. Oh, I was supposed to be collective, a social elite. All right, what was I pulling for? I feel like someone's been speaking ill on your name. It doesn't have to be this name, okay? This could be your name, or this could be a supporter of yours, and someone came to them and spoke ill on your name, okay? All right, show me this. Why is this in the reverse? So we can move on, collective. Population control, collective, in the reverse. Collective. They in the reverse, though. With pole shift, I think they is really definitely some kind of population control going on here, okay? But maybe they're not calling it that. Maybe they're calling it divine retribution, collective, okay? Something like that. All right, we're about to close it. Bottom of the deck, those who speak ill on your name. Socially. Yeah, I feel like wealth, power, influence. I feel like this is the policy change, collective. It could come by way of pole shift, okay? Or maybe the change will be so great that it will seem or be comparable, metaphorically possibly, to a pole shift, a planetary one, okay? Because I'm getting like Robin Hood, collective, in a sense. Even though you're not robbing, but you're taking from the rich to give to those who don't have that much. Why? Because they're saying, I think, not all, but many of the rich, they stole it from the people who don't have it. That's why they ain't got it, collective. Okay? So something like that. I feel like the earth is going to bring about some changes, a shift. And I feel like this is why this Schumann resonance is doing these, what they would call weird things, okay? I think they said it even went up to like, I don't know, 50 hertz, something like that. And I think they say like, you know, that's never done this. Or so they claim, I don't know. All right, and maybe this is the social elite, collective. But put it where it go, collective. Okay, but they come out a lot. All right. All right, let's one. Maybe they're involved in something with population control as well, collective. And the earth is going to show them how it's done. Okay. All right. All right, Archangel Michael, why did whomever, this social elite, speak ill on my collective's name? Because you're a truth speaker, collective. And you speaking the truth is going to destroy their power structure. Okay? Show me. Fireworks. You're going to set off some fireworks. You're going to... it could pop off a fight, collective. Worldwide. Truth speakers, one truth speaker igniting another truth speaker, igniting another truth speaker, igniting another, okay, until it's like it catches on like wildfire, collective. So all of this, okay, and it's gotten to the point where the planet is responding, okay. And you know, I'm getting like anxiety, okay. Maybe the planet is feeling anxious, I'm sure. All right, let's go. trying to destiny swap. This is what this is all about. This is why they spoke ill on the collective's name. I'm getting that this is like an overall reading for Earth Angels, okay? All right, so this is like recompense. Retribution Day collective. Well, let's go. All right, question number 2. What is causing an uptick in volcanic activity around the world? And what we had Earth Angel, right? What they're doing to these Earth Angels. Look at that. I'm getting imprisoning the Earth Angel. All right, but this is it. Corruption exposed, okay? A whistleblower with truth speaker, right? Investigation or unforeseen event will bring hidden truths into public awareness. This is the breaking point where denial collapses under the weight of evidence. With the visual, I feel like they've been entrapping, and I know collective Earth Angels, okay? I feel like this is why the planet is awakening, okay? And I feel like the planet's upset. It's like a violation collective. It's like a person who has been assaulted. But with the planet, and over and over and over again, collective. It's just, we're just so ungrateful. And we're arrogant. So what do you do with people like this? Like us, collective, generally speaking. Who, when you buy them or give them something meant to assist them on their path in their journey in life, and they just slap it out your hand. They tear it up and throw it in the trash, collective. What do you do with people like that? And people that you warn them and say, don't do that. And you keep telling them, don't do that. And they continue because they feel like they somebody, collective. And they became somebody from stealing from you, okay, from the masses of the people on the planet. And like I said, not everybody who has a lot of money, wealth, and power is evil, I don't believe, collective. I don't know a lot of people. I don't know any of them, okay? But I don't believe everybody's evil. It's just the probability, yeah. But I believe many of them, okay? Yeah. All right. Yeah. So I feel like this is the reason why these volcanoes are going off, okay? Because of the disrespect and possibly even the imprisonment of these Earth Angels. If not in a physical prison like the prison system, just being locked into your own homes. Locked in communities, right? Locked down in terms of your gifts, okay? And just not receiving, you know, the proper love that you deserve, okay? And I feel like you've been targeted for a long time. All right. Yeah. And something about hurricanes. So maybe hurricanes play a factor in this, okay? All right. But it says upheaval, destruction, sudden disaster, okay? It's a disaster collective. Continuously attacking Earth Angels. Okay? Gang stalking, stand up, speak out. Y'all been through the ringer, collective, okay? They lock you up, collective. They gang stalk you until you go insane, okay? Something ain't right. Something ain't right, collective. And then a whole group of, whichever social elites they're talking about, right? They get a whole group of just the regular old sheeple collective. And they pay them a few pennies to enact the plan, okay? It's just sick. It's pitiful. And I got my faults, collective. I'm just saying at an overall scale. It's like, where's the morality? Okay? Show me 3. What will World War III happen? Redistribution of wealth. Maybe this is World War III. When this wealth is redistributed fairly, okay? It says the disparity between the wealth elite and the masses has grown too great. As old economic systems collapse, a chance arises to restore balance. Wealth once held in the hands of the few could soon flow back to the many. I'm getting it as a positive change, a pole shift, a policy change, okay? Yeah, change maker collective. So will it happen? I don't know. These are positive cards. It could be saying yes, but maybe it's not the type of war that we think, okay? All right, it says change maker. Now's the time to step up, okay? I'm getting Earth Angels activate, right? Now's the time to step up and get involved. Don't wait on the sidelines. Take action. Contribute your gifts and be a part of the change you wish to see, okay? Nothing's too small. We all start somewhere, right? I think the crime comes into place is the inaction. It's not for me to say what you should do. Maybe do some soul searching. You decide what your contribution will be, right? So that we all can live in peace, collective, okay? I think we deserve it. Some of us, okay? All right, we're about to close the collective. I'm going to try to do another one. I've just been sleepy. I wasn't supposed to take this long to get on this video, okay? All right, but what will World War One, World War III happen, okay? Process, journey, growth, path, experiences. I get positive energy. I feel like this may be averted, okay? I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Were these in the reverse or almost? But we'll see. Painting, telling a story, conveying emotion, decorating, shaping. I feel like they're saying as well that it's up to us if we are to go into this war fully or not, okay? I feel like they're saying that there are conditions, okay? Like the wealth has to be redistributed fairly, okay? Changes have to be made, right? It is a process, okay? That takes time as we grow, okay? But based on our experiences from the past, we know that a change is needed, right? And I feel like with this card, it speaks of, the truth speaking. People have to be able to tell their stories, what happened to them. Allow them to express their emotions, conveying emotions, right? Maybe decorating, I don't know. Maybe some of us will be quite dramatic as these earth angels speak their stories of what's happened to them, okay? And I feel like shaping is saying like, then maybe we can mold, I don't know, collective, the world into a better place. Our communities possibly. Our homes, right? How are we going to have peace if people have been done so wrong? These earth angels in this case, okay? And we just act like nothing ain't happened. We just going to move forward and say, okay, we ain't going to do that no more. It don't work like that. It don't work like that, okay? So I feel like this is a test of morality, integrity, and authenticity. None of us are perfect, but at the same time, we all got to reap the consequences of what we do. But at least try to come forward and make things right, okay? Show me. The eyes never lie, Chico. I feel like it's about being true to self. Really looking at ourselves in the mirror. And determining who we are and what kind of people we're going to be and what kind of future we want, collective. And if we want a better future, then that means we all have to do something. Okay? Because I was thinking today, I said, with all this stuff going on with this child trafficking, right? In the world. It's monstrous, right? But even scarier than that is the fact that they are, I believe, a minority in the world, I hope, collective, okay? But we sit back and we just let this fester and grow like we had no power to do anything, collective. They call, I don't know, what are those things called when people get upset and they say they want changes? It's like, first, politicians, they'll be like, we got to do a study on it, right? And the study goes on indefinitely, and most times nothing changes, right? But why haven't we at least called a study on it? Why don't people get together? Why don't we get together and talk about this? Maybe online. Have weekly or monthly symposiums. I don't know, collective, something. I don't know if symposium's the right word, but I feel like our character is being tested. Okay, more so than the criminals and the corrupt ones, okay? Will World War III happen? Collective. Fake their own death, now living abroad. I think if whomever this is, collective, it could be this person, okay? I feel like they spoke ill about you and they ran off. I'm assuming they ran off with something of yours. Let's see something. Because they couldn't destiny swap, collective. They tried to run off with your destiny. Okay, and that didn't work. All right, but someone's making a change. Let me see something. It could be a person they're talking about, collective, that could possibly stop the war from happening, okay? Who's this person, Archangel Michael, that faked their own death? Could be this. Okay, that's not it. I don't know. You know I'm about to do some research on this name over here, right? Kudos to the black farmers. Okay, I feel like this is what they're saying, that farmland, okay, is very important here. Stolen farmland I'm getting, but I'm getting it at a larger scale. They're speaking about the importance, especially for earth angels as well as everyone, to have access to food. I'm getting like homegrown food as well. But there's always been, this could be a tie now, because there's always been, what do you call that? In the U.S., there's always been a lot of laws as it related to farmers, okay? And I would hear over the years, I never really got into it fully, but how the farmers would, they would complain about, I think they were being forced at one point to use the Monsanto seeds, something like that, collective. And I think if they didn't do it, they were fined, or different strange things, right? But there's always been a push over this black farmland, okay? I feel like this is very important. And I feel like this is why all this impending doom is here, okay? Because I feel like much of these lands, or some of them, at least whoever this earth angel or earth angels they're talking about, okay? This land, I feel like, is tied up with native money, native land, okay? So I'm getting sacred grounds. That's what I'm getting, okay? All right, fake their own death. Could be a black farmer. Could be Skyjumper Collective. He's come out as a farmer, okay? Let's see. All black are just removed. I've been feeling, too, that there's going to be a plot twist, okay? In the characters that come out in some of these readings, okay? I feel like there's a plot twist with Skyjumper, okay? All right, but they could be talking about Skyjumper, but I feel like overall, in general, that this applies on a larger scale. All right, collective, I don't even know if I'm making sense. Let's keep moving. Look at this, collective. I told you, I knew Skyjumper was out here. I did all this for a man. This is one of the sisters, okay? And now someone's faked their death. All right, and this one's flipped over. What is this? Your calculations were incorrect. I feel like they're talking about this person, okay? A sister of someone. They calculated that if they did all of this for Skyjumper Collective, that maybe that Skyjumper would love them or something, okay? And it just didn't work. Wow. And they're hurt. They're very hurt about this, collective. And they're angry. And it's making this person very dangerous. I don't know. Who is this person? Who's this person? United Nations. This is definitely one of the sisters, okay? Because one was married to a United Nations person, a person who was in the United Nations Collective. My stomach growled, okay? And maybe they have ties to these social elites, I'm sure, right? And two names came out. I think it was Roth and Baylord or Blackford, something collective, okay? All right, but let's read it. United Nations, a political and diplomatic international organization, maintain internal peace and security, friendly relations. Okay, I feel like they're saying this has to be handled at a higher level, at a world level, okay? Where people have to come into agreement that, hey, we are going to return what belongs to these earth angels, okay? I'm getting they are the stewards of the earth, collective. They're upsetting the flora of the planet, collective. It's like a infection or something that's going on, okay? All right, who's this United Nations person? Let's hurry up real quick. They tried a destiny swap. Maybe she wanted the destiny swap with you, and her United Nations man or husband, they was going to make it happen, Earth Angel. So they thought. The stench of their crimes have reached heaven's gate. Yeah, you think? For trying a destiny swap with an Earth Angel. United Nations. Peyton. Okay? Show me this Earth Angel. Give me a name. If we don't act, we'll all be consumed, collective. I'm telling you, they're saying do something. Something, anything. It's like the ship is sinking, right? And we're all singing and singing as the Titanic goes down, collective. Show me. Heisler. Sound like a heist to me. But yeah, something. I feel like they're calling people out. The Earth Angel could be Heisler. Or maybe they're pleading out to people to do something. Do something, please, is what they're saying, collective. They're all watching us sink down in a ship that we know is sinking. And we have enough time to change, possibly. Or maybe we don't. I don't know, collective. I feel like they're saying we can do something to avert complete and total destruction, okay? Will we is the question. I don't know, okay? We definitely got Sky Jumper vibes. We got adult porn star, okay? Not to say Sky Jumper is a porn star, okay? But he likes that. I don't know. Maybe this woman was. I don't know. And they married or something. I don't know. And they changed their life. Now they're no longer that. But they still have the mentality, okay? A hateful mentality. But they're saying she did all. What did she do for this man, Archangel Michael? What did she do? Maybe this is what she did. This could be it. Show me. That could be it, collective. What did she do for this man, Archangel Michael? Blank check courtesy of the universe. All blockages removed. Show me. You're going through a heavy ascension, collective. So what she did, I'm getting, is possibly push this man into an ascension of sorts, okay? Something like it. We about to close it, collective. Interdimensional channeler. This is definitely about, maybe they were using this man. Or maybe they were using her as well, collective. Like a channeler. Okay, I'm getting a falling Earth Angel, a falling starseed, right? And they used her like that. With porn, sexually possibly, collective. The colors tie in, I'm telling you. Because the adult porn card, it was purpley. I feel like they just, oh my goodness, just used her however they wanted. But she consented to it, I feel, okay? Maybe they were using her as an ascension tool, collective. While they were doing all sorts of other terrible things, hurting other Earth Angels, okay? And maybe now she sees. And we got the name Richardson, okay? Why did you agree to this? Black Panther. Maybe they're saying, I'm getting like, maybe she thought she was powerful. Or maybe she was being sneaky. Let's see. Maybe they like to play around in the dark. Show me. Morgan. Maybe this is someone who they all influenced each other, collective, okay? But getting back to the read, okay, we about to close it. I feel like if we don't want the war to happen, then we have to do something. Okay, it doesn't mean go out and act more of a fool, right? And create more confusion and chaos, collective. We have to think of a constructive rebuttal. And I think they started off with the truth, collective. Okay, the truth about allow hearings possibly to some of these victims so that they can speak about everything that they want to talk about what these people have done. Don't hide it. It's going to be very painful, okay? But I feel like we have to speak about it in order to show the shame of it all, collective. Maybe if we're able to be shamed so badly, we'll never permit something like this again, collective. Maybe. And maybe at that point, it's truly when we'll start to progress as a planet, people on the planet. Natural mystic wind whisperer. I feel like they're saying they want to give us a message. This is all about the planet out here I'm getting, okay? The wind wants to send a message. We haven't received the message properly. I just heard this song. It was a sad day when Toby went away. And that's the second download I got for that one, okay? I think another reading I got that. Show me. I'm getting like Mother Willow. That's the trees though. But show me the wind whisperer. What is the message that you have for humanity? Spiritual Goon Squad collective. That's the message. He's sitting here looking like a little blue gangster. Okay? And what's it says? What does it say? It says, their souls are being devoured by the demons they conjure. Okay? So for some people it is too late, I feel, or yeah, it sounds like it, okay? But for others, they want us to live in our truth, okay, and stand up. Speak out about what has been going on or what has been done to you, okay? Speak out. Question number 4. What is 3i Atlas's current emotional energetic state? Sort of like vital signs. Internal breach, collect. This ain't funny, okay? What the heck? I'm getting like it's cracking open or something. It's breaking up. And this is probably why all of these fireballs and meteors are coming in. Maybe it's not just the trail that they squirted out when they came by before, okay? Squirted. But maybe as it went by Jupiter, what was it, yesterday, I think? Maybe it, I don't know, it was designed to break up. I don't know. Internal breach. Not all in power serve the machine. Maybe the power went out or something, collective. Hidden among the halls of control, like control panels, okay, are those who will not bow, who stand for truth, freedom, and the people they swore to protect. Like the 3i Atlas has been protecting people, collective. Primarily children, right? But I feel like there's something going on within the comet itself, is what they're saying. Show me. What are the vital signs? Difference. Road, future, choice, destiny. Whatever's happening with the comet, I feel like a change needs to be made with difference, okay? Choice, destiny. Or maybe they're saying this was a part of destiny for all of this to play out like this. And now they want to see, I don't know. What are we going to do? Are we just going to sit back and sing Kumbaya and be swallowed up in the sea, collective? I don't know. Show me. Yeah, the Hitman. I forgot that one. What was it? They feel like they, I don't know if there's a internal breach, right? And Hitman. Indifference. I don't know if there's some sort of, I hope not, fight going on the 3i Atlas. A disagreement. between people or whoever's in their collective. Maybe the fireballs, I don't know, collective, whatever it is. I feel like it's a spaceship though, right? But I'm trying to cast this interpretation from both perspectives, okay? But I'm not doing very well, okay? But I feel like they're saying they're a hitman. This is what it was sent here for, okay? To handle a situation with people that you give a warning to, okay? You keep giving them warnings and you're giving them signs and demonstrations saying, hey, don't do that. I said, don't do that. And they keep doing it. So I feel like this is like a spanking of sorts. They didn't listen to the message, okay? I feel like this internal breach could be, because this karma could really be a device of some sort, right? Maybe it's designed to break down when they get the message that, hey, these people just aren't, they're not doing right. You know, go to operation or whatever, you know. I don't know what they would say, okay? But I feel like they're saying break it down, break the comet up, okay? Because we got too many differences. We can't come to an agreement. What the hell? We can't come to an agreement. What the hell? All right? And therefore, we going to release fireballs, really kick up dust. I don't know. Vital signs. It could, yeah, I feel like this is what they're saying. And look, with the hitman, I feel like this is also speaking, I don't know if they're saying like the death of the Three-Eyed Atlas, okay? But I think it was designed with the hitman. It was designed, something designed to break up possibly as it crosses Jupiter, like break up completely, collective. And it's still close enough to come into the Earth's atmosphere, okay? Something like that. Road, future, choice, destiny. We made the wrong choice. So maybe this is what they're saying. This is our destiny. I don't know, collective. There's still hope though with this. If whoever this is makes the right choice, okay? Show me. Vital signs. Love is the only way, collective. Wow, isn't that beautiful? Three-Eyed Atlas has come with love before, and love of children. Wow, I'm telling you, this is like tough love, like Judge Mathis, collective. And he looked like he got a judge suit on, but it's more so like a organization suit. But that's a top secret. They know. Let's get something on the top secret. We'll read the bottom of all the cards and we get ready to get out of here, okay? Because this is almost an hour. All right, show me, what is this internal breach? What does this mean as it relates to the Three-Eyed Atlas, well-being and vital signs? Twin flame. They come here talking about the twin flame too. The internal breach between the twin flame could have been sent in as a hitman to the Earth Angel. This is the plan. This was the plan, and it still is, I'm sure. Because I don't know why they won't do what's right, okay? But it is what it is, okay? Yeah, internal breach. I feel like they came in between the twin flame. And this is why all this hell is going on. All these people got together to go and destroy so many twin flame unions, collective. And many of them were celebrating because I believe they destroyed many of them, okay? And now they just got to pay for it, collective. Because love is the only way. All right, we about to close it. Let's see one more question. And they wanted your destiny. So they took your twin flame, collective. And yeah. And now they've got to pay. I don't know. The Three-Eyed Atlas could be breaking up. And it's going to affect the Earth. And this is a lesson in love. And knowing that love wins. Love is the only way. This is Sky Jumper is someone's twin, I'm telling you. Okay? But this speaks about this whole dynamic with these twins. I feel like they're jealous because you have a twin, okay? And you're an Earth Angel. They feel like, oh, you just get everything. And you're probably an empath and who knows what else, okay? as opposed to just saying, hey, I got you this, or I'm here to assist you to get from point A to point B. But yeah, we just too arrogant. Show me this hitman. What is this? 3-Eye Atlas. What y'all gonna do? Collective, I think this is the only one tonight for me. I gotta get some rest. Richardson, something about Richardson. Maybe the hitman was Richardson. Maybe Richardson sent the hitman. I don't know. Dead Woman Walking Collective. Forgive me. Alright, so I don't know. I feel like more meteors will be coming in. It's probably going to be an uptick because I feel like they're saying that the 3-Eye Atlas is disintegrating. And I feel like maybe it was designed to do that, okay? Maybe the disintegration, it doesn't all have to be fireballs and meteors, but I think many of them are. Maybe there'll be also probes that we'll start seeing, okay? Because maybe they already released a lot of the probes. Maybe this is what a part of what's happening. Maybe when they first came by, they released those probes when they said they saw particles or whatever flying out of it, right? Maybe those were probes in addition to some, debris, right? Those probes went to whatever locations that they are going to, wherever their posts are, so to speak, right? And now we're starting to get fireballs because 3-Eye Atlas is actually, it's breaking up. Like the Trojan horse is breaking up. There's no more need for it because it wasn't needed to transport what's in it here. It was used to mask what was in it possibly. I don't know, collective. All right, let's close it out. All right, who do we want to close this out with, collective? Let's get these first. Oh yeah, the CIA. Come on. Communication with dolphins. I feel like this speaks about some sort of, hopefully not an experiment, collective. I'm getting autism as well. West Point, Mississippi. Okay, let's see. Maybe there's some sort of underwater thing going on with dolphins. Maybe this is a new project, collective. Dolphin, wonderful dolphin. What are you? And they looking right over. I get ready to say she. Looking right over there at the CIA. Maybe the sister or somebody works in the CIA or they're collaborating. She could work in the CIA. Okay? All right, but Dolphin, what are you all communicating about? You and the CIA. Show me these communications. Judgment Collective. They know what's up. I'm telling you. Meat Cleaver. I feel like you've been in some sort of experiment as well, Earth Angels. Well, we know that's true. Show me. Shelter. Maybe this is what they're talking about. The dolphins are telling them that, hey, forgive me, we want whomever. Okay, we want them. Okay, we want them. That's what they're saying, collective. I don't know if they're gonna have filet mignon or what. Okay, forgive me. That's not funny. That's not funny. I'm just looking at the card. Okay. And it's funny. What did I see on the video one day? A man was saying that he said how he was kidnapped, collective. I know it sounds funny, but for me, my imagination runs wild at times, okay? So nothing's impossible as it relates to my imagination in terms of just creating, right? But he said, I can't remember where he said he was, but he must have been in the water, right? He said that the dolphins, he was kidnapped by Dolphins Collective, okay? They took him to their dolphin home, okay? I don't know if he had special apparatus or what, or if just being around them just made him magical, okay? But they said they made him build or finish building or build some architectural plan that they had, collective, down there. I forgot what he called it. And I guess he said he came back. I didn't watch the full thing, okay? But for me, I'm like, okay, because dolphins are very intelligent now. And I guess they could, If he's in the water, maybe he's a surfer, and there could be a whole pod of dolphins that just sneak up on him, right? And guide him in the direction they want him to go. Who knows? Maybe they just gently placed him in his mouth or something, okay? And took him down there and let him build the place up. Okay? Who knows? All right, collective, let's get out of here. All right, real quick. Why? Why is this judgment here, Dolphin? Adult porn collective. Okay. Earth angels. Pickleball, basketball. Somebody play pickle collective. I don't know who they talk. They could be talking about the sister collective. I feel like she went too far, along with possibly a twin. Okay, but a twin could be having to change her heart. But yeah, that's between them and the creator, right? That's a good thing if they're choosing to elevate, right? All right. I feel like this is speaking ill on your name about the porn collective. This is serious. Even the dolphins are getting into this, okay? Everybody's involved. The whole planet's involved. You got comets coming in talking about this collective, and we're just walking around like nothing's happening. We're not making the connections. I don't know what we're doing, collective. What are we doing? Okay, let's close this out, collective. I feel like I need one more. All right, close this out, Dolphin. Close out the reading. Stop calling me Dolphin Heifer. Courage, collective. Bravery, adventure, fatal, brilliant. And they're on the sea in a ship, collective. I feel like they're telling us to be brave. And to have a sense of adventure, okay? Because we're going to have to go down a path that we've never went down before. We're going to have to stand up for ourselves, collective. Because we're brilliant, right? And if we don't, we're brilliant enough to know that if we do nothing, it will surely be fatal, okay? That's what I'm getting. All right? What type of experiment have they been running on these earth angels? The CIA. Social worker. Bank manager. So I feel like we're going back to the other reading. I'm getting definite people that are part of this coven or are associated, right? I feel like they used the bank manager to steal the farmland, and maybe the social workers because they got a POA, a power of attorney collective, okay? And now the whole planet is angry, okay? Are they happy with what they've stolen? Are they happy? Let's get that one. Space Rat Collective. Fell out there on this social worker. Show me. Corrupt governor. They could be talking about the corrupt governor. That's a space rat. Okay, it doesn't have to be, but it's a lot of corruption out here. Bob Marley, One Love. Okay, fell out there on Destiny Swap. They're not qualified to carry your energy, collective. I don't know what the hell they thought they were going to do. I just don't know. All right. Bottom of the deck. Raised brow. I feel like now they've realized that they're in a pickle. That the ship's going down. And they have to do something. Anything. Collective something, at least. All right. Show me one other thing. Let me see. What is Skyjumper? What is he going to do? Is he going to do the right thing or what? This cop keeps coming out with Skyjumper. Either Skyjumper is like a military, I don't know, collective, a military cop or something, or he's been working with a cop. I feel like they're going to do the right thing, okay? It says dirty cop charged with essay and stalking in the reverse. Show me. Was up crying all night, collective. I feel like someone's going through a transformation and it's very painful. Okay? But I feel like they're going to do the right thing. Okay? In time. I feel like the time is now, though. Okay? Wow. I don't know. I feel like this sister is very evil. Okay? Whoever sister it is. And I feel like Skyjumper's corrupt. Or it's been very corrupt, okay? But I do feel like maybe something's activating in Skyjumper's heart, because I feel like Skyjumper is someone's twin, okay? One of these Earth Angels' twin. And your love is activating this person, okay? All right, wonderful twin. What would you like to say? What do you want to say for yourself? What do you want to say about this? Y'all, this is too much. Collective, I'm going to put these right back in here. No, I got to do. It's just too much, Archangel Michael. Something about party planner. Let's leave those. Your calculations were incorrect. Dirty dealings. Okay? I feel like there's a rift going on within an organization. Okay? And everybody's being required to do the right thing. Some will and many won't, okay? And they'll just have to wait and see, collective, what happens, okay? Show me something about these dirty dealings. I feel they got the United Nations out. It's a lot of people. This is this covering. Y'all look bad. I mean, y'all dumb. Y'all make Earthlings look bad. Wow. They're watching us, collective. They're watching us. This is your last chance to speak the truth, okay? So, it's heavy, but at least they're saying they're giving a chance. I don't know how many errant twins are going to take it, collective. Hopefully they will. Some of them will. Some of them will. Look at that. Triple decker. They could be calling 3 of them out. Or they could just be saying how intense this will be if people don't speak the truth, collective. Even more than what's happening now, okay? Triple decker, triple towers. When it all falls down, Kanye. I feel like this is Earth Angel saying this, okay? What will we be consumed by if people don't act? What will consume us? I may also make this a little longer, collective, because this is my only one. Time for a mental break. Mental insanity is what I'm getting, okay? And it fell out here on Richardson and hit me. What will consume us? Justice fire. They ain't playing. They ain't playing. Change of power, collective. They about to take over. Authority is changing hands, yet power rarely shifts without resistance. Expect turbulence as one influence gives way to another. This is a pivotal moment, okay? So this is a pivotal moment. It's time for us to make that change. All right, let's get something on the triple decker, and then we'll read them off. Show me these triple towers. Learn to embrace the pain in order to heal. Nike lovers. Someone likes Nikes. Something about Nike. Social elite. This is for entertainment. Show me something about the social elite. Oh, my wonderful name, collective. Kubicki. Fell out there on Space Rat. Show me. Hiram Abiff. I feel like they were trying to steal the Hiram Abiff collective. Okay, I'm getting the Earth Angel. You came here well equipped to do your job. But you've had a whole group of people, collective, possibly 2/3 of the planet, if not hopefully just 2/3, maybe more, collective, coming after you to stop you. You and your twins. All right, let's just read them. Aromatic peppertray, the sweet smell of victory. You're about to have victory, okay? Justice far, collective. All that was hidden is now revealed. Prosperity and abundance is yours. World healer. Your oldest sister is a diabolical demon. Tarot readers secretly speaking dark and incantations during the readings. Okay, they don't like that. Leroy. Orland, Maine. I ain't got no questions. No cards. The burning bush, the magic flame. I feel like they're going to heal a very toxic situation, like something with a toxic couple, collective. Sky Jumper and whomever sister this is, collective. Okay? Mr. and Mrs. Smith. But there could be several couples out here as well, okay? There are several people out here. All right, collective. Like it if you like it.